Good day, MJ traders and investors. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for an MJ Sector review. Today's a review for Thursday, June 10th. And in today's video, as the topic of the day, we're going to be discussing Cannara Biotech agreeing to acquire TGOD's state-of-the-art facility in Valleyfield, Quebec. So we'll go over this arrangement here in detail, and then we'll look at the love chart. We'll do some technical analysis and detailed analysis on the love chart. But before we jump in, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel, and then we'll look at the overall Canadian and US MJ space. So going over this deal, Cannara has entered into an agreement with TGOD, one of the largest indoor MJ cultivation facilities in Canada and the largest in Quebec. Today announced that it has entered into a definitive arrangement agreement to acquire a 1 million square foot licensed cultivation and manufacturing facility in Valleyfield, Quebec from Medican Organic, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Green Organic Dutchman. So through an all-cash offer of $27 million plus funding of certain deposit requirements, approximately $5.7 million. And with this acquisition, Cannara continues to increase its footprint and increase more jobs in the home province of Quebec, said Zohar Krivorat, president and CEO of Cannara. Today's announcement reinforces our position as one of Canada's top leading producers in premium MJ and MJ derivative products. So located in Valleyfield, Quebec, the newly built state-of-the-art facility spans 1.33 million square feet, providing Cannara the ability to reach an annual cultivation capacity of 125,000 kgs of premium grade MJ. So while already marked by the strong balance sheet, we believe that this transaction significantly bolsters our business fundamentals, including annual output, profitability, and overall financial position, says the CFO. Underlying this acquisition is our confidence in the broader market for competitively priced premium grade MJ products and our intention to capture a significant share of that. So positions Cannara as one of Canada's top leading MJ companies. Fully licensed automated Valleyfield's facility outfitted with climate control and growing system is comprised of 24 independent growing zones totaling 600,000 square feet, a massive 200 square foot MJ 2.0 processing center. So I think that's another reason why they wanted to get it into it. They mentioned that they were going to be getting in other products such as hash and other MJ 2.0 products, and also a rooftop greenhouse. And a lot of people were wondering, why did they want to buy a greenhouse if they're an indoor facility? And I posted this on Twitter earlier. So why did Cannara want to buy TGOD's Valleyfield greenhouse facility? The completely automated greenhouse is equipped with cutting edge technology, including automated shading and smart tempered glass roofing capable of achieving growing conditions found in indoor facilities. So that's why, in my opinion, and also the 2.0 products that came with that facility as well. The acquisition positions the company amongst Canada's top leading MJ companies. Operational cost synergies from proximity of current 605,000 square foot facility located in Farnham, Quebec. Continued growth in the market share in Quebec. We know that they're only servicing about 20% of all of Quebec, so it looks like they're starting to focus on their home turf, similar to what Hexo did before they start to worry about nationwide. And the transactions funded through private equity placement, priced at a premium to current market price. So stock was up over 6% today. The deal was done at 18 cents, providing a free and clear title on the Valleyfield facility. So that's why the stock was up, in my opinion. It bolsters the company's fundamentals, and it was also at a premium. We were trading at 16 cents, so it's very evident in the chart. We've been seeing lots of strength in the chart recently, and we'll go over that here in just a second. But if you want to read that on your own time, go ahead and read that. But again, I think the reason why they purchased this was obviously to increase their output in terms of production capacity, the 2.0 processing part of it, and also the fact that the greenhouse has that technology equipped with cutting edge technology, including automated shading and tempered glass roofing. So taking a look at the love chart on the daily time frame, you can see here that we are not quite daily overbought. So we could see a bit more upside here, and we were coming off a daily downtrend. So bulls got a lot of room here now to form a higher low compared to 12.5 cents and change that daily trend. But we are no longer in a daily downtrend, so bulls have a ton of room to form that higher low and attempt a daily trend change. And on the monthly time frame, you can see here we're extremely bullish. We held the EMAs on this pullback and monthly consolidation. Most MJ names held their EMA 12. So looking at this chart on the monthly, it's looking extremely bullish. We have key resistance to get over at 18 cents, which is the 52-week high. So if we get over 18 cents, we've got a lack of resistance on the monthly until 20 cents, and then the all-time highs at 34.5 cents. So also one thing I wanted to point out, the monthly EMA 12 and 26 could see a bull cross soon, which would mean we could expect a lot more upside from here. It's looking like an explosive move could be in the works. And taking a look at the weekly chart, we're above the 10-week moving average, so a close this week above 15 cents will be bullish. The stochastic has already had a bullish cross, and the MACD is looking to cross bullish as well. So if we can close over 18 cents tomorrow, I would say that that would give us a MACD bull cross and everything looking extremely bullish in terms of the weekly chart. On the weekly moving averages, we have the 50 and the 100 weekly moving average about to see a cross. So that is bullish as well. We held that 100 weekly moving average on this pullback as well. And taking a look at the daily moving averages, we're above all of those daily moving averages also. So we're extremely bullish, in my opinion, on the love chart. And on this weekly consolidation, we held the weekly VWAP down at 13 cents. So 13 cents, 12 cents going to be extremely strong support going forward. And like I said, extremely bullish on this name for the long term. So TGOD was down as a result. And a lot of people were asking why TGOD wasn't up. They were expecting TGOD to see more, but this isn't, a merger or acquisition or anything like that. This is just them acquiring a facility. And in my opinion, that's bullish for love. And we also saw that there's some synergies there. There's the 2.0, and there's also the greenhouse, which can be basically mirrored as an indoor facility because of the technology. So extremely bullish for love, not so much for TGOD, as TGOD has to essentially downgrade and just forfeit some of its production capacity because it over allotted that capacity. And a lot of MJ producers did that actually in Canada. So a lot of LPs had that issue. Taking a look at the bull and bear list, so we had love leading the charge today, KBEV, XTRX. On the bull side, we had a lot more red than we had green, so SNDL, TGOD, and Tilray led the decline today. And if you noticed, XLF, the financial sector ETF, was weak again today. And seeing that correlation pick up more and more between the financial sector and our MJ name. So going to be watching that extremely closely as well. And just wanted to highlight real quickly that SNDL coming down to my $1 target. So starting to get bullish on SNDL again. If you've been tuning into this channel for a while, I mentioned we had a gap to fill at 115, and I sold my position over 140 after having an average of about 90 cents. And we closed near the low of the day, so it's looking like we could see a bit more downside. We're sitting at 104 here after hours, up about 1%. But like I said, expecting a little bit more downside, going to be really interested in an entry either around $1 or below $1. And again, this is why I've been bearish on SNDL, as from the recent high, we are now down over 30%. So did a video a couple of days ago on why I was bearish and selling SNDL, but now starting to get bullish again. And also wanted to let everybody know that there's a lot of people asking what's the plan for Hexo. So we filled that gap on the daily today at 654. So we have that gap filled now, so that usually all gaps get filled in time. So now that that's out of the way, we also managed to close over EMA 26, which is bullish in my opinion. We're up 1.5%, over 1.5% to 670 here after hours. A lot of people were watching this daily cup and handle, and I said I wasn't convinced because we had already pulled back a little bit more than we would like to see. The bull flag was negated as we pulled back more than we would like to. So that is now negated, but at this point it could be a fake out before the breakout. And at this point, we could see a daily inside bar leading into tomorrow. But the fact that we haven't run that much into earnings means that we most likely will not see a type of sell the news reaction. And the more companies run into their earnings, the more they absolutely have to crush those estimates. So if they beat on revenue and missed on EPS, well, the stock might drop 5, 10+% because they ran into earnings and it wasn't as good as people were expecting, versus the opposite. If the stock doesn't run that much into earnings and we see a beat on revenue and a miss on EPS, well, the stock might be muted. And if it doesn't run that much into earnings and we see a beat on both rev and EPS, it might skyrocket, right? So gonna keep an eye on this into tomorrow. I'll let everybody know my game plan, but essentially we had a failed cup and handle. And on the weekly time frame, we're working on a weekly trend change. We had a double top here and we had the low, high, higher, low, double top, and now weekly higher low, looking for another weekly higher low and just tightening up. So if we break above 755, we're going to be in a weekly uptrend. So again, make sure to tune into my channel tomorrow. Tick the bell to be notified on any future videos that get posted, but I will be sure to let everybody know what the game plan is before end of day tomorrow, before market close, so that everybody can get positioned. If you don't play after hours, I'll get that video out and you may benefit from that. So moving on to the US space, MSOS daily consolidation again today. So weak, unable to get over EMA 12, and a very similar pattern here as well as Hexo with a weekly equilibrium. The difference is here we didn't double top, so we have the low high of 44.14, higher low at 38.26, and another lower high here at 42.06. So just tightening up. And if we break 44.14 from here, we're going to confirm a weekly uptrend after having held the weekly EMA 26 on this pullback. So going to be watching that very closely. On the bull and bear list in the US, we had CWEB, BEV, and CRWG leading the decline. And on the bull list, we had BAM, KBEV, and GTII. BAM, another name that we're extremely bullish on in our group. I mentioned that it may now be a good time to start scouting entries as we have a lower high every candle for the last 4 months in a row. And we have declining bear volume here on the monthly, which is what we want to see. We're still in a monthly uptrend as well. Key support there at 27.5 cents. So still in a monthly uptrend and just looking for that monthly higher low compared to 27.5 cents. So going to end it there. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for an MJ Sector review. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel on the way out. Tick the bell and you'll be notified on any future updates, and we'll see you tomorrow after market close.